Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Runs through a tackle. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Griffin. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC. Just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Simmons. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Gets open down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear the coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Griffin. Could be an alley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Simmons on play action. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field, you're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last one.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Sharp. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Simmons. He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Griffin. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sets his feet. It's Sharp. Lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's James. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Quick give. It's Warner. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the 1st quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Hill. Makes it, oh, the hops. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hands it off on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback will keep it. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Needs it. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
2nd and long here. Sets his feet. It's Sharp. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Simmons. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Gets it into the end
What
zone.
the fuck was that?
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
That's the biggest shit I've ever seen.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Moves the pocket. It's sharp. Under pressure. Dangerous throw on that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Making his first move. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers in their matchup against the number 12 team, the LSU Tigers.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Selling the fake. Rushes on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside, it's Griffin. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10.
The next package, let's see how we do. Starting out with a Christian Watson.
They go play action with Simmons. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. He leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Handoff again. Got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Simmons on the play fake. Backside, it's Johnson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. One final play before the end of the quarter. Hold and finds his man on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Sharp. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Another incompletion on third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now on the counter. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
36. Very, very for me, 36.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
36 shot.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sharp. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, the ground game. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
32.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Gets the back moving. He'll take it himself. Plows through the defense. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB. You get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Breaks into the open. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
We have brand new guys, so it's 36 piece. Brand new 36.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
That's what the retail sells all these, by the way. 36, and you can't remove these shit. Brand new 36.
Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down.
We got one more 36. We're sold out, guys. What's up, broski? We have a lot of crazy shit coming in, guys. Get ready. 36.
Just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
We had Alabama this yesterday, guys. Only one we have left in this. Alabama, guys. Can we take it off?
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down.
As soon as I see energy again,
Looking to throw, and they need a bunch.
as soon as I see we have swipers
Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's taking a deep shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Uh-oh, look out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Be more dominant, be more physical at the point of attack.
They'll run the counter. See some running room.
This alone was up for 80
Gain right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
2, 3, 4.
He'll try the left side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.
Posty.